Hi everyone, welcome back to Camonia Designs. I'm Sandra and thank you if this is your first time joining me. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to, as you saw already in the title of this video, I'm going to show you my first week of Inktober. The Inktober challenge I'm doing, I named TravelTober, and it's basically me traveling around the world for a month. So last year I took you through different landmarks around the world, and this year I'm gonna take you through different countries in Africa. I hope I can cover all 54, but I'm specifically sharing the traditional attire around Africa. So that's my art challenge that I gave myself for Inktober. As you can see, I switched it up from last year. I'm not using my liquid inks anymore, just for the sake of convenience and time and not fighting with my children. I decided to use markers this time around. So this first one is from my native country, Democratic Republic of Congo. We wear something called libaya, which is what my mom's wearing. Actually, I used her as a reference. I almost always use my mom or my sister as a reference in things like this. But I basically combined a couple of photos of her. The whole pose is actually one photo, and the fabric of what she's wearing is a different photo. So the libaya is the top part of it, and the liputa is the wrapper, I guess, the fabric that you wrap around your waist. There is one that you wrap the long way that stays like that longer piece at the bottom, and then one that you fold in half and then wrap around your waist, and that's that shorter piece. And usually if there's fabric left, women will wrap it around their heads, and we call that kitambala. So this is in Central Africa, the country that I was born in, and there are, I'm gonna say, 3 or 4 countries in the center that actually wear this outfit in this way. The Democratic Congo, which is where I'm from, the Congo Republic, which is just across the river from us, Central African Republic, which is north of that, and then parts of Gabon and Cameroon also sometimes wear theirs in that same way. For day 2, we travel slightly north of the Congo, still in Central Africa, and we are off to Cameroon. This is actually called the Togo fabric, I think, if I'm saying it correctly, Togo, I think. And it's a very popular fabric actually in the northwestern part of Cameroon, but it's a very ornate, intricate, velvety black fabric that has a lot of colorful embroidery, usually in reds and oranges and yellows, and sometimes a little bit of green, but for the most part it looks black and orange if you look at it really quickly, but it actually has lots of reds and like different tones of red sometimes. And different parts of the country have their own sort of even more traditional than this. This is more for the I think it's called the Bamenda people, which is people from the northwest. I hope I'm not lying here. I'm not misremembering what my sister-in-law taught me. My sister-in-law is from Cameroon, so she gave me a little bit of the background on this so I could find the correct image, first of all, to use as a reference with the right fabric. And so this is what I came up with. So for some of these traditional attire, there's an actual style of outfit that they wear, and then for several of them it's more a specific type of fabric or the way that they assemble their attire. So it's been very interesting just gathering the information, because I couldn't just go by what Google was showing me. We all know how bad that can be. I hope we all know how bad that can be. It's basically like taking Wikipedia at its word. We know not to do that. Like, you have to do a little more research to be sure. So this project is very much close to my heart because I'm of African origin, and although I've lived in the US for over 30 years, is it over 30 years yet? Soon to be 30 years. I'm African down to the bone. So I wanted to do something to represent my continent well, and also to kind of help inform people of some of the different cultures that you can find, because it's not just one big country, it's 54 different countries, and each country has multiple ethnic groups within them. So I obviously couldn't do all of them in the short time that Inktober 30-day challenge offers, but I thought it would be nice to have, at least if I can't get each country represented, I would be able to at least show the outfit or the attire worn by multiple countries or multiple regions. Then I can just specify that whenever I post or whenever I share, or like here on this video. So for this outfit here, which I'm coming to an end making it, it was really intricate actually making this, but I am still very happy with the outcome. I definitely, on this one, talking a little bit about the process here, I wanted to do more of a watercolor style than, you know, similar to kind of what I did last year, but it wasn't working out the way I wanted. And for this specific one, I think I had like a whole splash of water come on, so it messed up part of the skin. I wasn't going to be doing that the whole way, so I tried a different technique the next day. So this is now day 3, and we are off to Gabon, which is still in Central Africa, a little bit to the west, if I'm not forgetting my African geography. And Gabon is also a country that has similar styles with Congo and Cameroon, and even Central African Republic. However, when I was researching one of the main traditional attires, I found that the weddings, especially like a traditional Gabonese wedding, the women, and I believe maybe the men as well, or maybe not, but definitely the women, wear these very beautiful, intricately made outfits. They are made from raffia. Raffia is basically made from like a palm plant or palm leaf, and then woven into these really small patterns, and then they turn that into fabric. It's a whole process. Like, I don't have the exact detail of how they actually make it, but it's just like this amazing material, and it's really popular actually throughout Africa. I think it comes from the northern part of the Congo, actually, Democratic Congo. I've noticed, and my mom has told me, that there's also still some similarities between us. So it's really, I'm like enjoying also learning for myself a lot of these things that I didn't know either. So yeah, so I don't know the significance. If any of you are Gabonese out there or have Gabonese friends, I would love to know the significance of the basket. I saw that in a lot of the reference photos that I found. They kind of have this basket, and everything is made of raffia. The outfit, some of the ornaments from her hair, and the basket that they usually have on their back, it looks like hay inside, and then they hold almost like that. It typically would look like a fan, almost like a Japanese fan, for their stuff, like they're holding in their hands, but sometimes it's a spoon as well, I saw. So I don't really know the significance of those things, and I wasn't able to find enough information on it, so I would love to know a little more. But yeah, that was the raffia teke, which is just the teke people using raffia as a fabric, especially for traditional weddings, which I thought was so cool. Next, I actually went to Southern Africa because I'm still kind of waiting on some detail from the remaining Central African countries that I'm going to paint later. So instead of waiting too many days and letting time go by, I decided I will just go for a country that I have a reference for and that I more or less have information on. So we're off now to Botswana, which is in Southern Africa. So this one, first of all, I absolutely love these colors. No surprise, I'm partial to blue. Everyone kind of knows that if you've been on my Instagram page at all, on my feed. There's a lot of turquoise on there and some lavender and mostly turquoise and blues. It's one of my favorite colors. So I really loved this entire outfit. It is called, and I apologize in advance because I'm probably going to butcher this, so my Botswanan friends, please forgive me. I think it's pronounced Leteze or something like that, and that is the fabric of the dress. So it's a fabric that's made from I think it's made with the indigo plant to get that deep blue. It's usually blue and white, and it has like different types of patterns, but usually I've noticed they're really like small detailed patterns, and they make all kinds of outfits using this fabric. The blanket that they cover themselves with, it's called a chale, T-J-A-L-E, I believe. And so after I finished the illustration, my mom knows somebody from Botswana who actually clarified a little bit for me, and the blanket itself that she's wearing over her shoulders is supposed to be closed completely in the front, and I guess it's attached, which it looked to me like it was attached with like a very large bobby pin or something like that, and some of the research that I found said that typically this traditional outfit is worn either by brides or by married women only. I just really liked the style and the look of it. It's just really pretty. So I'll have my Instagram handle linked, because whenever I finish an illustration, I'll post it, say what date was, a little blurb about the country, the outfit, or the fabric, and there's a little more there. I'm very meticulous at the moment about finding people from the actual country so that this can be as accurate as possible. So yes, I hope I am making everyone proud, but we will see. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. I will be back next week with the new illustrations made. Hopefully I have a few more than 4 for you, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.